Go away, bitch. Don't come over here. Kara, call the cops. Call the... It's all these kids in here. Call the cops, you dumb bitch. He coming around the window. Go that way, Cameron. Yeah, bitch, go away, bye. Go away, bye. Yep, bye. Bye. Cam out here.
If you thought the Kada case couldn't get any crazier, buckle up, because the streets are on fire right now. A brand new leaked clip just hit the internet, and people are staring at their phones like, ain't no way this is real. The footage is short, shaky, dark, but what's in it has everyone from Philly neighbors to TikTok detectives to actual crime pages losing their entire minds. Because for the first time since Kada vanished, the internet thinks they're seeing something nobody was supposed to see. Something the cops didn't mention. Something that feels like a clue hiding in plain sight. The moment the clip dropped, fans were shocked. Comment sections exploded. People are arguing, pointing at shadows, freeze-framing frames, zooming into corners the police never talked about. And the wildest part? Every second of this new footage raises more questions than answers. Was that really Kada in the background? Who was that figure near the car door? Why does the timeline suddenly not add up? And why did this clip appear now, out of nowhere? Tonight, we're breaking down everything. Every second, every angle, every detail the internet swears is the smoking gun. Let's get into it, before this clip disappears again. The moment that leaked clip hit the internet, the entire Kada timeline flipped upside down. Like someone took the case, shook it hard, and threw every detail on the floor for the world to reassemble. And the craziest part? This new footage didn't come from a news station, a police camera, or even one of those official neighborhood watch systems. Nah. This clip came from a regular person, somebody who probably didn't even know what they recorded until it was too late. A shaky phone video, grainy lighting, a faint outline of movement, and right there in the corner of the screen, what people swear is Kada Scott walking like she's in a hurry, constantly looking back over her shoulder. But before we even get into the video itself, you gotta understand where people's emotions were at. For days, the internet had been restless. People were frustrated with slow updates. People were confused about the timeline. Fans were shocked by how little information was coming out. Families online were divided, some blaming the police for not doing enough, some saying the community should have stepped up sooner. And now this clip drops like gasoline on an open flame. The clip starts with a loud thud, like someone slammed a car door shut. At first nobody catches it, but once the video blew up, everyone was replaying that exact sound. The camera shakes, like the person filming wasn't even paying attention. For a split second, there's nothing but a blurry sidewalk and a slanted streetlight. Then, in the far background, a figure steps into frame. People freeze the frame, enhance it, brighten it, and suddenly the internet loses its mind. Because the figure looks small, slim, quick steps, hoodie pulled tight. And the body language? That's what gets everybody talking. She looks scared. One TikTok user said. Nah. She looks like she knows someone is behind her, another commented. This walk ain't normal, someone tweeted. And suddenly, the clip wasn't just a clip, it was a whole investigation. Then something even crazier happened. Someone else uploaded a slowed-down version of the footage. They synced it with audio from another camera in the same area. When you combine them, you hear something faint, almost like a voice calling out. Nobody could tell if it was a man, a woman, or just city noise echoing. But the internet didn't care. People were convinced something was happening off-camera. Something serious. And while fans online were doing their detective work, Kada's family was dealing with a different kind of pressure. They were getting messages nonstop. People asking if they'd seen the clip. People sending theories. People trying to connect dots that maybe weren't even there. The family was left divided. Some saying the video brought hope, others saying it added more confusion. One cousin even went live saying, if this clip is real, then someone out there knows more than they're saying. Meanwhile, an anonymous user on Reddit claimed they had the full video, which sent the internet into a complete spiral. Suddenly, everyone wanted to know, what's in the full version? Where is it? Why hasn't anyone posted it? Or worse, is someone hiding it? People online started comparing the movements in the leaked clip to an older video from 2 weeks before Kada disappeared. In that older video, she's walking calmly, casually, holding her phone in one hand. But in this leaked footage, her arms are stiff, her pace quick, her head turning left and right. Fans were shocked at the difference. Emotions ran high as commenters debated whether the footage was from the same night she went missing or from an earlier moment that somehow slipped through the cracks. And the police? They stayed silent. No statements. No confirmations. Nothing. Which only made everything worse. People started tagging the police under every video, every tweet, every repost, demanding answers. Why didn't y'all mention this? Why is the public finding footage before authorities? What else are you hiding? The pressure was building fast, and social media wasn't slowing down. One YouTube commentator even broke down the lighting in the footage. He paused the screen and circled the background, pointing out a dark figure behind a parked car. "Look right here," he said. "Y'all see that? That ain't a shadow. That's somebody crouching." The clip blew up. Thousands of comments. People arguing, terrified, confused. Some insisting it was a person. Others saying it was just the angle. And then a new wave of drama hit when someone claiming to be from the neighborhood commented, "We heard something that night." But that user deleted their account minutes later, leaving everyone guessing whether it was real or fake. The next twist came when someone enhanced the audio. They filtered out the background noise and boosted the mid-range frequencies. Suddenly, a faint sound becomes clearer. It wasn't a voice calling out, it was two. One voice saying something urgent, like, "Wait," and another replying, "Go." Fans were stunned. People replayed it thousands of times, each time hearing something different. Some heard fear, some heard panic, and some swore they heard a car engine rev right after, like someone was trying to leave fast. But here's where it gets even messier. A woman named Tasha, someone who lives only 2 blocks from the area where the footage was recorded, went on Facebook Live, crying, saying she had been awake that night and heard footsteps outside. She said she didn't think anything of it until the footage leaked. "I swear I heard a girl running," she said. "I swear I heard someone chasing her." Of course, that live went viral instantly. People clipped it, reposted it, stitched it into TikToks. And while some people believed her, others called her out, saying she was chasing attention. But real or not, her emotional breakdown added fuel to an already chaotic fire. At the same time, someone posted a screenshot from Google Maps showing the exact street location, comparing it to the lights and shadows in the leaked clip, trying to match the shapes of buildings to prove the footage was legit. It turned into a whole detective movement. People arguing about street angles, building heights, even the position of the moon on that night. And just when things were settling into chaos, someone dropped a second clip. Shorter, blurry, but definitely from the same street. This one showed a car door opening and a hand reaching out. Fans freaked out. Some said the hand belonged to a man. Some swore it was Kada's. And others pointed out that the car in the video looked suspiciously like a car seen earlier in the official timeline. The reactions were insane. Families were fighting in the comments. Friends were tagging each other saying, "Bro, watch this part," or "Did you see that shadow?" TikTok detectives were posting hour-long breakdowns. And Twitter? Twitter was a war zone, with some users saying these clips could change the entire direction of the case. Because if that comment was true, then the leak isn't just random. It means someone inside the circle, someone who knows what's going on, wanted the world to see what really happened that night. And from the second that message hit the comment section, the entire internet froze. Suddenly, this wasn't just speculation. This was an insider hinting that the public had only seen a fraction of the truth. People began flooding the comment section. Inside where? Police? Family? Neighbors? Who leaked it? Nah, this is bigger than we thought. And that's when the rumor started. Someone on Twitter, using a throwaway account created minutes earlier, claimed the leak came from someone close to law enforcement. They didn't say a name, didn't say a rank, didn't even say a gender. Just one sentence that sent the whole world into chaos. Y'all about to learn why this case been moving so slow. The replies exploded. Fans were shocked. People started accusing the police of holding back evidence. Others argued the video wasn't even real. A few insisted that someone was trying to distract the public from the actual investigation. Emotions ran high, and you could feel the tension building like electricity in the air. But while the internet was busy arguing, another twist hit, and this one wasn't from a random comment. It came from someone who claimed to know Kada personally. A woman named Asia, with real pictures, real friends, and a verified-looking profile, posted a dramatic statement on Instagram. This video right here, this the moment everything changed. Y'all don't understand what she was going through. The post went viral instantly. People begged her to go live. Some asked her what she meant. Others demanded proof. But Asia refused to explain anything further and instead deleted the story an hour later, which only made everything more suspicious. Then, out of nowhere, a YouTube analyst uploaded a frame-by-frame breakdown of both leaked clips. He pointed out something no one noticed before. The same person's shadow appears twice in two separate angles. Not Kada, not the person walking, but a third silhouette, standing still, watching. The analyst paused the video, zoomed in, enhanced the corners of the frame. "This ain't no random bystander," he said. "This person is standing like they're waiting for something or someone." Fans were stunned. Comments poured in. "That shadow looks like it's right next to the car. Nobody stands that still unless they're hiding. Bro, this is giving stalker energy." And the more people studied the footage, the more theories popped up. Some believed Kada was being followed. Some believed she was meeting someone. And others believed this footage was from the very moment everything went wrong. But the next twist came when someone leaked a voice note to TikTok, supposedly from an auntie in the family. In the voice note, a woman whispers, "We told them she wasn't alone. We told them. They ain't listen." The voice note sounded emotional, shaky, like someone was crying while trying to stay quiet. It spread like wildfire. People clipped it, reposted it, re-uploaded it with captions like, "This confirms everything." She wasn't alone that night. Family knew something was off. But then the plot twisted even deeper when the police finally made a statement. They didn't mention the clip. They didn't confirm it. They didn't deny it. They simply said, "We are aware of certain online materials circulating regarding this case. We urge the public not to interfere with the investigation." Bruh, the internet took that as confirmation. One Twitter thread with 120K likes said, "If the video was fake, they would have said it. They quiet because it's real." Meanwhile, TikTok detectives started comparing the shadow in the footage to a man seen in a different surveillance clip from earlier in the timeline. One creator put both clips side by side, circled the shoes, and said, "Look at the stance. Look at the clothing. Same person." The video went insanely viral. Over 3 million views in 24 hours. People flooded the comments. "Nah, this case is deeper. Something ain't right. Why wasn't this person mentioned at all?" And while all this was happening online, the neighborhood where the footage was recorded began getting crowded. People were showing up trying to recreate the scene, trying to match the angles, trying to see if the lighting made the same shadows. Neighbors were annoyed, confused, and scared. One woman yelled at a group filming on her street, "Y'all turning our block into Netflix. Go home." Her rant went viral too. But the biggest twist came when a third clip surfaced, and this one was different from the first two. It was shorter, only 5 seconds long, but it showed a close-up angle of the sidewalk. In those 5 seconds, you see a pair of legs running. Not walking, running. And behind them, just barely visible, another pair of legs stepping into frame. Fans were shocked. People were frozen. The whole internet stopped breathing for a moment. Because this third clip didn't look like a coincidence. It looked like a chase. People immediately pointed out, "That's definitely her shoes. The stride matches the first clip. Who is behind her?" Theories exploded again. One theory said Kada saw something she wasn't supposed to. Another suggested she was trying to get away from someone she knew. A third, Darker theories said the person behind her was already present earlier that evening. But then something even more intense happened. An alleged witness came forward. A man named Reggie, who lives 3 houses down from the spot where the footage was recorded, commented under a viral post. "I heard 2 people arguing that night. A woman and a man. She sounded scared." Before people could even reply, he followed up with another comment. "And I saw someone running past my window." The internet went feral. People started asking him questions. What time? What did they say? Where did they run? Reggie refused to answer after that. He deleted his comments, closed his account, but screenshots were already everywhere. Meanwhile, an anonymous DM was sent to a gossip page claiming that the footage is only the beginning and that there's a 4th clip the police haven't acknowledged. That DM spread like wildfire. Every major hip-hop news page reposted it. Commentators broke it down. Fans speculated the 4th clip would reveal everything. The supposed insider claimed the leaked footage was not from a random bystander. It was from someone who was with Kada earlier that night. That changed everything. Fans were stunned. People began piecing together theories. Why would someone with her leak the footage? Were they trying to expose the truth? Or were they trying to cover something up? Was this a guilty conscience situation or a setup? And at that exact point, when confusion, panic, theories, and emotions reached their highest level, another chilling detail surfaced online. Someone slowed down the 3rd clip and pointed out something the world hadn't seen yet. Right before the clip ends, a faint reflection appears on a car window. A face. Not Kada's. Not the person chasing. A 3rd face. Because that tiny, blurry reflection is where everything shifts. The moment people noticed that 3rd face in the car window, the entire internet went into complete meltdown. For hours, nobody even agreed on what the face looked like. Some said it looked like a man, some said it looked like a woman, and others swore it looked like someone wearing a hoodie pulled halfway down. But what everyone did agree on was this. The face didn't match either of the 2 figures in the leaked footage, meaning someone else was there. Fans were shocked. Comment sections turned into full-blown detective forums. TikTok analysts began stitching each other's posts, arguing over pixel color, eye placement, shadow angles, and whether the face was distorted by the glass. People were screen recording the clip, zooming in, brightening it, and then posting their enhanced versions like they were working for CSI. And every new edit just made the mystery bigger. One creator posted his frame-by-frame breakdown and said, "Y'all, that face ain't looking at the street. It's looking at the person who's running." The video got over 12 million views overnight. People flooded the comments. No way 3 people were there. Who is that in the reflection? Bro, this case getting wild. Then things took a darker turn when someone uploaded a side-by-side comparison of the reflection and a person from Kada's known circle. The resemblance wasn't perfect, grainy reflections rarely are, but it was close enough to spark a whole new theory. Suddenly, people started tagging that person's Instagram. Messages flew in like a hurricane. People accusing them. People asking questions. People demanding answers. The person panicked, went private instantly, and deleted half their posts, which only made everything look even more suspicious. But the story didn't stop there. Instead, it took a twist nobody expected. A neighbor who lived directly across from where the footage was recorded posted a Facebook status that went viral in minutes. She wrote, "I've been quiet long enough. I saw 3 people out there that night. Y'all don't know the half of it." The post blew up. Thousands of shares. People begging her to go live. Commenters telling her to talk to the police. Some saying she was clout chasing. Others insisting she was telling the truth. But before anyone could get answers, she took the post down, deleted it completely. And when people messaged her, she said she didn't want trouble. That's when another twist hit. A twist from the police. They announced they were reviewing new materials circulating online. Again, no confirmation. No denial. But for the internet, that was enough. People took it as proof that the footage was real and that the 3rd face was connected to something the authorities didn't want the public to see yet. Then things escalated even further when someone claiming to be a former coworker of Kada dropped a bombshell comment under a viral TikTok. She told me weeks ago she felt like someone was watching her. She thought she was tripping. I told her to be careful. That comment had people spiraling. If it was true, then whatever happened the night of the video didn't come out of nowhere. It might have been building for a while. And that raised new questions. Was the third person stalking her? Was this someone she knew? Was this an argument that escalated? Or something planned? And then came the biggest twist of all. A mysterious user posted a fourth clip, blurry, 5 seconds, filmed from behind a dumpster or trash bin, showing someone crouched low behind the same parked car seen in the leaked footage. The angle matched perfectly with the earlier clip, confirming this wasn't fake. This person stayed still, like they were waiting for the perfect moment to move. And just before the clip cuts off, the person lunges forward, like they're chasing someone. People lost it. That's the third person. Bro, this is turning into a movie. Why are these clips dropping one by one? And just like that, a brand new theory exploded across the internet. The clips weren't leaked. They were being released intentionally in order. Some users started analyzing the timestamps in the corner of the footage, trying to put the clips in chronological order. One TikTok detective created a timeline video and said, "These clips happening too convenient. Someone got the whole thing. Someone dropping it piece by piece." Fans were stunned. Emotions ran high. Some people felt hopeful that the truth was coming out. Others were terrified that the story had a far darker ending than anyone expected. The family was left divided yet again, with one side saying these clips were lies and conspiracy, while the other side said, "Something's definitely wrong here." But then comes the moment that becomes the turning point in the entire script. A new voice note leaked, this one supposedly from a man who knew one of the people in the footage. In the voice note, he whispers, "Y'all ain't gonna believe who was in that reflection. I can't say the name, but just know it ain't no stranger." And he sounded scared, terrified even, like he wanted to say something but couldn't risk it. People went crazy. Comments exploded. If it ain't a stranger, then it's someone close. Family? Friend? Coworker? This case messy. While people were arguing, another twist arrived, a clip allegedly showing a car speeding off at the end of the street, headlights off. Someone synced the audio with the earlier clips and said the timing matched. To viewers, it looked like the person crouching behind the car may have jumped inside and fled the scene. Theories went off the rails again. Some said it was a planned abduction. Some said it was a setup gone wrong. Some said Kada trusted the wrong person that night. And then a long-lost friend of Kada appeared online and added to the chaos. She posted, "People knew she was in danger. She told them. They didn't listen." That single sentence was enough to reignite every rumor. Why didn't anyone listen? Who was she talking about? Who ignored the warning signs? The friend refused to post anything else. But she didn't delete her story either, meaning she stood by what she said. And that changed everything. Because suddenly, the theory shifted from random danger to someone close knew more than they admitted. And that finally brings the timeline back to the mysterious third face, the reflection that started part 3. Because a high-level editor on Reddit, someone who works professionally with reflections and forensic image cleanup, posted an edited version of the footage. The reflection wasn't crystal clear, but you could see the outline, the jawline, the shoulder shape, the posture. And the posture matched someone who had been publicly involved in Kada's life. That's when the internet exploded. People started posting side-by-side comparisons. Instagram pages started dropping hints. TikTok investigators started piecing together pictures, screenshots, and stories. And while no one said the name out loud, everyone was saying it silently through the edits, the comments, the whispers, the theories. But the real shock hits when a final leaked screenshot, not a video, just a picture, surfaces, showing what appears to be that same reflection person standing outside a corner store earlier that night. Meaning, they were there long before the chase. Meaning, this wasn't random. Meaning, someone knew exactly where Kada would be that night. And that is where the entire internet goes into full-blown chaos. Because if that final screenshot is real, then the reflection wasn't a coincidence. It was a clue. A clue someone tried to hide. A clue someone inside the circle leaked. A clue that changes the entire narrative of the night Kada Scott disappeared. And that's where the story pauses, right on the cliffhanger, right as the world demands answers. And that's where we're leaving it tonight, right on the edge of the cliff, with more questions than answers. Because now that all 4 leaked clips are out, now that the internet has connected the shadows, the footsteps, the running, the reflection, the chase, the voice notes, the neighbors, the secrets, and the people who suddenly went private, the real question becomes, what actually happened that night? Who was the person behind Kada? Who was the person in front of her? And most importantly, who is the face in that reflection that everyone swears they recognize? The family is still begging for clarity. The fans are still arguing over theories. The neighborhood is still shaken. And online investigators? They're already preparing for the next clip, the next screenshot, the next unexpected leak that might finally explain the timeline everyone can feel is off. But one thing's for sure, whatever comes next is going to flip this case upside down again, just like every leak before it. Because this doesn't feel like the end. It feels like the beginning of something unraveling slowly, painfully in front of millions of eyes. And now it's your turn. What do you think happened the night Kada Scott disappeared? Do you think the third person in the reflection was someone close to her? Do you think the footage was leaked by an insider trying to point the world toward the truth? Or do you think the internet is missing something even bigger? Drop your theories in the comments. I read every single one. Make sure you hit that like button so this story gets pushed out to more people who might know something, and subscribe if you want updates the second anything new leaks. Because trust me, this story is far from over.